Holy smokes, everyone. This is an urgent breaking news update. This is not clickbait. This is actually terrifying, and this is going to be devastating for many families around the world. It's official. Hyperinflation is now beginning. We've just got some new breaking news that shows that inflation is getting worse and worse around the world. And I was just sitting here at my computer and I saw something that just came out on the news, and this was shocking. So everyone, let's not waste any time. This is urgent. Let's get straight into it. Look at this, everyone. This is going to be absolutely devastating for families that are struggling in the UK. And this is definitely coming to a town near you. UK energy bills are to rise by over 50% in April as regulator announces high. Because what have I been talking about, everyone? This is UK gas prices. Look at this. They are up 290% year over year. Look at Europe, up 335%. And look at the US. Gas price increases are going to be coming. They're up 75% year over year. So the UK has limits on how much suppliers are able to charge consumers for energy, and Britain's energy price caps are reviewed by the government regulator Ofgem every 6 months. Ofgem, the energy sector regulator, said on Thursday that its price cap would be raised by 54%, making a record-breaking increase. This is absolutely crazy, everyone. Are you starting to see that inflation is getting out of control? And just simply, the middle class is going to be devastated by this. This means energy bills could increase by $700 per year for people living in the UK. And like I said, it's just a matter of time before it comes to a town near you, because gas prices and energy prices are rising around the world. And it's not just this, we've got so much more news to get into that shows that hyperinflation is getting worse around the world. So listen to this, like I said, that means many households could see their energy bills increase by £700 per year. And like I showed you with the charts here, wholesale natural gas prices reached record highs in Europe last year, caused by a number of issues, including low inventories and Russia tightening its gas supply to the EU, creating an energy crisis across the region that many countries are still grappling with. And this is causing energy companies in the UK to completely collapse. Several UK energy suppliers collapsed last year thanks to soaring costs of wholesale gas, with those that managed to survive the crisis urging the government to remove or raise the price cap. So like I've warned about, these temporary price caps or these price controls, they don't work, everyone. Eventually the business will either fail or they'll have to lift these price caps, and then we're going to see hyperinflation like we've never seen before. And this is going to be devastating for small businesses. The prospect of rising energy bills have been concerning consumers and businesses in the UK for several months, with many small business owners worried that rising fuel costs could mean that their companies can no longer afford to operate. So all this is happening when the UK is facing its highest inflation in 30 years, just like in Europe and just like in the US, but the cost of living is getting unbearable now. This is the price we're all going to pay, everyone, for the government being so irresponsible with printing money and with the central banks printing out money like crazy. What this means is the rich, the 1%, they will survive with their inflated assets, but the poor and the middle class, it's game over now. And like I said, this could be coming to the US. Look at natural gas prices spiked by a record 70% on Thursday. And what the cause this was pretty much a short squeeze in the futures contracts, but we are seeing gas prices rise in the US, and so we may eventually start to see price increases in the US like what we're seeing in the UK. And if that wasn't bad enough, world food prices are climbing closer to a record high. So the UN's index of global food costs advanced another 1.1% last month. And again, they break it down in month by month, so it doesn't sound that bad. But really, year over year, when you compound it, that's over 12 or 13%. And do you think consumers that have barely even $1,000 for emergency are going to be able to afford an extra 12 or 13% increase in their food costs? I don't think so. Unfavorable weather, energy crisis threatens to further increase prices, just like we're seeing with the fertilizer crisis right now. And I bring up the chart here, we can see how they are pretty much close to their record highs in 2011. And I don't know about you, but I've been following the situation in Turkey, and I thought it couldn't get any worse, but it just has today. We've just got some breaking news on what's happening to inflation in Turkey. And people, this is a potential warning for all of us what could come if our governments don't get inflation under control right now. Look at this, everyone. Turkey's inflation hits nearly 50%, the highest in 2 decades. And what Turkey's central bank is doing something very unorthodox. They've cut their interest rates by 5%, aka 500 basis points, to 14%. Listen to this. The annual inflation rate in Turkey has surged to a 20-year high of 48.7%. This is absolutely crazy, everyone. State data revealed on Tuesday, by months of assurance by the president that the soaring figures were just temporary and that his government would ease the pain on Turkey's weighed down by rising living costs. Well, it's definitely not working. Prices of consumer goods spiked another 11% in January compared to the previous month, according to Turkish Statistical Institute, higher than analysts predicted, which spanned between 9 and 10%. And I think we all know that the official numbers are much higher than that. And what also this is causing is a Turkish lira, the currency, is completely collapsing. The Turkish lira lost 44% of its value in 2021 in a rout driven by Erdogan's refusal to raise rates as inflation consistently climbed. Currency's turbulence has hit Turks hard as the value of their salaries dropped and the cost of good and energy dramatically increased. And why this is happening on an extreme scale in Turkey, this is happening everywhere around the world. And this is why, unlike what central banks say, inflation is terrible. Inflation is a tax and inflation is theft. So people, this is not doom and gloom. This is dead serious. Things are getting absolutely crazy with UK's energy prices rising 50%, with gas prices around the world rising, with food costs hitting all-time highs. We're seeing more and more countries like Turkey completely collapse with their currency and with hyperinflation. Let this be a warning to you why things may seem rosy right now. Things can change very quickly, and I fear that we may be facing a storm coming just around the corner. But everyone, what do you think about this? Could this be coming to the US? Let me know. Now, for all my loyal viewers and subscribers who are watching, thank you. I'll see you in the next video.